Hey, it's Miranda here for Spiegel Mom Scraps, and today it is my birthday. So use my code for Miranda15 to get 15% off. And I decided to celebrate my birthday with this particular layout using 3 different sequence mixes and that picture. Now that picture is of when I got the letter from the university that I go to college to finish this last semester for spring. I ended up getting a 4.0, and so that's the letter from the president's office. So essentially I made the president's list, which is the 4.0 for them, and they send out a letter every semester that you do get one. And I ended up, most of the time I get just the dean's list, which is just having a 3.5 or above, which is typical for me, but having a 4.0, it's a huge achievement, and I like to have that. So that's what the picture is about. And here I am. I took some, putting on the glitz pasties and some white paint out of my stash, and I wanted to jazz up the background because I do a lot off camera because I did not want to painfully make you guys watch that. So that cut file right there is where I did some acetate and I turned it into shaker pockets. And I put down the sequence, I backed it all up, got it all ready to go, and 3 of them have sequence mixes. Now the 3 sequence mixes that I used, which you see right there, I used Make My Heart Sing, Jaded Hearts, and Wonderland. It matches the collections very well. So the papers and everything that you see me go through, I think almost all of us that are on the Spiegel Mom Scraps design team is also part of Sarah's Scraps, which she is a design team. She wanted a bunch of us to do a how to kill your kit with style for the summer. So the collection that I'm using here is one of my old kits that I is using for the month of June that I want to clean up. So it's got a bunch of different papers. I can't even tell you what they're all from. I think some are from a hip kit, some are from the Secret Not Secret Kit Club, or the fact of the paper and stuff. But of course, just remember everything that I use from Spiegel Mom Scraps I will have linked down below. And I will link my kit that I used for the month of June, because I am going to use these kits for all of my layouts for Spiegel Mom Scraps as my kit. So I will show you that just so that you guys can refer back to that if you would like, if you haven't seen that before. So here I am. I'm just placing all of these little papers and stuff that I have from the scraps, and most of the time I tend to throw these away, but because I am doing one of those challenges kind of like that, you know, to kill the kits or whatever, then that's what I'm planning on doing, is I'm going to keep everything and show you guys at the end, which is all on our personal YouTube channel. So I'm just letting you know, obviously keep coming back to Spiegel Mom Scraps, go ahead and get all of the sequence mixes that I use and everything. But for this summer series, I just want to let you know that it is on our personal channels. And so that's why I said I'll link my June one down there, just so you can check it out. And Jody and honestly, I think all of us that are on this design team is part of that. So it is going to be really cool for the summer, not only to watch what we do with these kits, and for me, I'm going to use them on all of my design team stuff. So that means for Spiegel Mom Scraps, all of the layouts that I do for her will be part of these kits, just to let you know. So here I am. I place everything down, and I decide to take a 1/2 inch off of the side to place down that one paper. And I'm going through all of the embellishments now. And this sticker set here that's got all these words, this is going to be my title. So my title is Best Day Ever, Hooray, Awesome. And then the word that I put on the picture, it's called Goals. And I used a book cut file. It's from my stash. I don't know where I got it from for you or to tell you, but I decided to back the cut file with some paper, and then the rest of it, like I said, I did the shaker pockets for it and put the sequence mixes on it, and that's the ones that I use for my title. I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. It was nice. I hope you guys have a good week. And here I am. I'm just like I said, I'm just placing down and do all of my layers. I had the foam tape on one side because it was just a tad bit taller than what I needed it to be, and I placed this down. And I do off camera. I don't come back on camera to show you, but it's all in my still shots at the end. I do take mint and pink thread, and I hand stitch along the outside of where the black and the paper meets, just so you know. And I place a bunch of sequins around, and here I am. I'm just going through the embellishments and stuff that I have left of this kit. So this particular kit, I think, was a little bit of the Secret Not Secret Kit Club, and so a lot of the papers in there and a lot of the embellishments are these big honkers. I've got to figure out how I'm going to use those. So while you guys, that's the question of the day. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys do with these big embellishments. Look at these things. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I'm just like, oh, they're so big. And this particular one, I did do a huge cut file, so ultimately these big pieces just aren't going to work on here. I try everything and it doesn't work. I quit. And let's see here. Oh, this one is from Maggie Holmes. And I take the words that are called Big Dream, Dreams Are for Chasing, Special Moments, Happy Little Moments, just little sayings like that off of that. I think that's the Florist collection right there. And I place that down there. And I don't put the date on here. That's the one thing I'm going to let you guys know too. I do not put the date because the date is in my picture. You can see it in there. And there's no point of putting it on there when you can see it. I play around with this banner and I figure out where to put it. And I finally get it down there. I kind of play around with it just a tad bit. And I finally get it down there and I do place it right there. And I just wanted to add something right there. I felt like it was kind of boring in that corner. And I try to go back through that to try to place a few more things. And then I forgot that I had these stars. And I placed 2 of them on there. And I placed the one up on top there by where it says Best Day Ever. And I go back and pull out the sequence mixes. And I place a bunch of sequence mixes, little sequence all over my paper. So it's not like it's it's just out there by itself. And here I am. I'm just going to place all these little sequins all over. And then I do put down my journaling. And the journaling, it just explains a little bit about the moment that I had with this. Because if you watch my personal channel and you follow me on social media of any sort, you know that I talk about how I'm an overachiever. I try not to boast about it or any of that sort. But ultimately, I'm an overachiever. So the Dean's List is not an odd thing for me. But making the President's List was a huge thing for me. Because that means I did 4 classes in 8 weeks and pulled out, I don't know how I did it, but I pulled out a 4.0 with 4 A's. So it was a huge accomplishment for me. And so here I am. I'm just going to finish it out. The still shots are at the end. Please make sure you go and you check out the shop and use my code Miranda15. Everything will be linked down below. And I hope to talk to you soon. Bye!